All right, Bulls and Bears, how are we doing? I hope your Thanksgiving holiday weekend is going well. It is Sunday, and what's the story with Black Friday? I'm seeing videos that the stores are empty. I'm seeing other reports that this was record breaking, that consumers went all out, and we've never seen spending like this before. Another record, just like we talked about in our previous video. Well, let's go ahead and get into a couple of the reports here on what we're seeing here. Let's start right here. And let me do a screen share real quick here. And this is one of the things that's being
Shoppers are
reported
out in
here.
droves hoping to score some Black Friday deals.
Some businesses opened early and will stay open late. And KTLA's Shelby Nelson is live at Victoria Gardens in Rancho Cucamonga with a look at the crowds there. Shelby.
Hey, Sharon, Sam. Yeah, it has been not a nightmare, but a madhouse everywhere we've gone, including Victoria Gardens out here. So many people trying to take advantage of those Black Friday deals. You can see right behind us.
It's a madhouse, a nightmare. There's a nightmare madhouse, a little bit of both. And then we have other reports like this. This is a YouTube short that was put out. If I can play it here.
This is about as empty as I've ever seen this Walmart. So, hey guys, get out to Black Friday now while you can. So, Black Friday. Beware of the stores. They're going to be full. Oh my God.
Okay, there's a report of an empty Walmart. So what are you seeing? I mean, I see stores pretty empty this whole weekend, but I think it's mostly online shopping. But why? Online shopping's been around for 20 plus years. Why this year the stores are empty? Everybody decided to shop online. Could it be that people are afraid? They're afraid of the flash mobs, or what do they call them? Smash mobs, smash and grab, flash mobs, smash mobs. I don't know. Smash and grab people, people that run into the store and grab the stuff and run out. And are you scared of that yourself? Are you scared to go ahead and shop? So you're just shopping online because you're afraid of what's happening with all the new, the big wave of crime out there? Or does it not scare you? You're just going to be, maybe you'll be in line to pay for something and the smash and grab people come in and you're just going to go ahead and run out behind them and take your stuff for free. Grab whatever you can and just run out the door behind them. Anyways, what's the deal with Black Friday? Well, let's take a look at some other information on it here to try to get to the bottom of this. And here's one out of the AP. Black Friday shoppers pull back on spending. Retailers are kicking off the unofficial start of the holiday shopping season on Friday with a bevy of discounts and other enticements.
My granddaughter goes see all of Krishna every year. Get up at 4 o'clock, eat breakfast, and come in the mall.
Okay, there's a Louisiana mall. Doesn't look too crowded for Black Friday, does it?
Keep it minimal.
But if you can cut the cost at all, even a little bit, then you can buy something else for somebody else with the additional money that you would normally like spent on yourself or whatever.
It's important to us, especially because we have a.
Now let's take a look at some previous Black Friday highlights, and this is from 3 years ago. Online shopping was around 3 years ago. I'm not seeing that this year. I haven't seen many videos like this at all. I haven't seen any this year. Look at this. Okay, it's in Britain. Maybe it's different over there. Wow, the Nike factory store, really?
Bon, ça va être. Ça va être que 3 pots, hein.
All right, so that's over in Europe. Let's try to find some U.S. highlights here. All right, here's one from a few years ago.
Friday bedlam once again took over America's malls and department stores. Perhaps the most alarming is this footage from inside a Philadelphia mall where two women began.
All right, so you get the point. this Black Friday was a lot different than the other ones. But what about the numbers? Well, so far the numbers tell us that we're breaking records. Now, part of it, things cost more, people are paying more, they're getting less, aka the cost of living, inflation. But another record-breaking year when Americans are close to being maxed out. So it's going to be interesting. Of course, we have Cyber Monday coming up here, and then a few more weeks until the actual Christmas holiday. But we're going to see the numbers here after they come out, and we'll be right here to report on them. Black Friday shoppers spent a record $9.8 billion online sales, up 7.5% from last year. Black Friday sets a new record. Black Friday shoppers set online spending record. Record online sales for Black Friday and Thanksgiving both. So what's the truth? What's the real deal? What's happening? Yes, more people are shopping online. I think people are scared. They're scared of the mobs. They're scared of the crime. They're scared of the smash and grabs. And the cost of gas is so much more now. More people are choosing to stay home and let the FedEx man or the UPS man or the Amazon Prime man pay for the gas and bring the stuff right to their doorstep. What could all this mean for the stock market? If these Black Friday numbers and these holiday spending numbers come out stronger than expected, you could see another big surge in the stock market. And we've already seen, 4 straight weeks of gains in all the major indices. So this could be a Santa rally like we've never seen before, unless somebody pulls the plug on this whole financial system. Remember, in order to have these record-breaking numbers, there's record-breaking debt accumulation at the same time. People swiping credit cards like we've never seen before. So something has to give, something has to break pretty soon. I don't think we have much longer. I mean, your guess is as good as mine, but I'd have to say first quarter 2024, the consumer is going to be completely tapped out. And it's going to take some massive deflation or decline in the cost of living to make this last much longer. When I say this, I'm talking about the appearance of a good economy. Pretty soon, the consumer is going to be so maxed out, it's going to become obvious, and people are going to they're going to be forced to pull back on their spending. And in just another sign on how well or how unwell most Americans are doing, let's take a look at this article here. We had to have a rescue program come out here. The VA just paused VA loan foreclosures. And there's a whole article about here. This is out of Business Insider. So if everyone was doing well, why do we see more rescue programs, right? We saw the rescue programs in 2020. The excuse back then was, of course, a lot of the job losses and the layoffs and the shutdowns, the health crisis. Now we don't have a health crisis, and we're still seeing things like this, the foreclosures being paused. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's a good thing that these people aren't losing their homes. But why do we need these programs if everyone's doing well, if the consumer's strong? Very interesting. And pretty soon they're going to have to bring back, I think, the student loan moratorium, another foreclosure moratorium. I think they're going to come back. See, I'm worried, I'm concerned that the powers that be will not let the markets correct. So those that are priced out of the housing market could remain priced out of the housing market, because what happens when there's intervention and they just put a freeze on foreclosures is prices stay artificially elevated because the inventory doesn't surge. When foreclosures happen, and again, not a good thing, I don't want to see this happen, but in order for prices to come down, there has to be foreclosures. That's called a market correction. So will they allow foreclosures to happen this time, or will they put a freeze on them? That is the big question. How much intervention, how much of a hands-on economy will this be? So on one hand, you could say, oh, you're a terrible person because you want to see people lose their home and get foreclosed, which I don't. But on the other hand, you can make the opposite argument that you're a terrible person if you don't want prices to come down, because the people that are priced out of the markets will remain priced out of the market if we don't let new inventory come onto the housing market. So either way, you're going to be viewed as a bad guy no matter which outcome you want to see. So possibly be on the lookout for a big Santa rally, unless something huge, something massive derails the Santa rally, like the escalation of war. We're already seeing more U.S. involvement in the conflicts that are happening, which is not a good thing, but the stock market just seems to shrug that off, almost as if the stock market likes war. Well, war, if you think about it, war does give the excuse for a lot of new spending. And you look at the defense stocks, they are seeing a lot of positivity with war. Isn't it interesting how that how the war breaks out right when the economy seems like it's at a tipping point? But here's something here: only 36% of people believe the American dream. What is the American dream? To graduate, get married, have a family, buy a house. Only 36% of people still believe that. And I would like to look at the numbers on this, because if you just ask the young people, remember the young people are getting out of school, graduating, and they're seeing a cost of living like their relatives had never seen before. This is outrageous. A Wall Street Journal poll has some interesting questions and answers about what people think about the economy and whether hard work is rewarded. 18% said it never held true. 45%, that's the bulk here, once held true, but not anymore. So yeah, there you go. So the biggest portion of the survey is once held true, but not anymore. What does it say here? Only 2% of respondents believe the economy is excellent, and 18% rate it poor. So you see a lot of people are really in disconnect here on what's happening with the economy. They see the headlines that there's record holiday spending. Everyone must be rich. Everyone must be doing fine. But so there's still a huge disconnect out there. A lot of people still look at the stock market and they think everything's fine until their 401k crashes. A lot of people just will not wake up to economic reality. All right. So what do you think about these numbers? Are we being fed the truth about the Black Friday numbers? Is it record breaking? Or do we just have to look at some of these videos where the stores are nearly empty and say, no, something's going on, something's fishy. We're not being told the right information. And when you think about it, there is a motive to make people think that everybody is shopping on Black Friday. They want to continue the illusion that the economy is strong. And you can say it's strong because of all the spending, but what is the spending based on? It's based on debt increasing like we've never seen before. So that's the illusion that I'd like to talk about here, is the economic illusion. And we'll be back to give you more economic reality. Please give us a like and subscribe if you like what we talk about here. Help give this video some traction, help keep this channel alive, and stay on top of the financial economic situation so you can do better down the road. We're going to talk to everybody very soon. Thanks for watching this report. Bye now.